Hey, good morning, friends. Buenos dias and yata hairpin. Well, day one of the DJI drone ban. What do you guys think? Is your drone still flying? Can you still get on Amazon and order stuff? What about eBay? So even though it's day one, guys, yes, you can still fly your drone. You can still get parts. You could still buy a drone. Might be a little bit harder to find, but you could still do it. So let's talk about this DJI ban and what I know and what I think, right? I'm not the smartest guy when it comes to all this, guys, but I pretty well got an idea what I'm talking about. And number two, I am not a professional or anything like that, guys. I'm just a regular consumer buying stuff with my wife's money, just like y'all. So let's talk about it right after the intro. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, my name's Oscar and this is my channel, so welcome. Now let's talk about this DJI ban. I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday, the FCC came out with a memo, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. It's a memo. And where effectively they said that let me repeat that, all, for those of you all in the back, all foreign-made drones, parts, anything like that, FPV parts, all stuff foreign made is effectively banned from the US market. Does that mean that you can still buy it? Yes. Does that mean you can order it from, let's say, on eBay, you can order from South Korea? Yeah, right now, as long as you can find it. Now, customs, that's a whole different animal, right? Customs can stop your delivery. They can stop it, they can do all that and you'll never see it again. So I would highly recommend that if you do buy something from eBay and it's a drone, guys, just get that Allstate insurance that they offer, and if something happens to it, don't try to send it overseas to get it fixed. You may not see it ever again. Just a little pro tip. I think most of y'all know that though. Anyway, so what did the FCC memo say? So it said effectively that all drones and parts foreign made will effectively be banned from the US market. Now the reasoning they gave was that, and I'm just gonna spitball it here in layman's terms, is that in this country, in the United States, we have some big events coming up this coming year, like the World Cup, some other big events. And the US government wanted to just have control of the airspace, right? So nothing has happened. Nothing has been reported, nothing. It's just, this is a probability, and they want to reduce the risk of that probability happening, of somebody doing harm with a drone. Now, why our US government is just taking aim at a drone, I have no idea. I get the DJI thing, I really do. But all drones, we'll get to that in a minute. I want to hold off on that. So, the second part of this ban is that the FCC left a little clause in there. And they said that the War Department, which is run by Pete Hegseth, and the US Department of Homeland Security, which is run by Kristi Noem, they can make amendments. They can say, you know what, we're going to allow this company, or we're going to allow this drone, we're going to allow these, you know what I mean? They can make the exceptions and allow these companies, other companies and products to enter the US market again. Why would you do that? Well, I think that effectively, 2 points to that, two little bulletins. One is, when they use the wording all foreign-made drones and companies and etc. That effectively knocked out all of the little shell companies like Potensic and X1, Sky Rover. Y'all know as well as I do that a lot of these companies are making drones that are essentially DJI drones, just built under the guise of a different company name or a different whatever, right? But we all know, I mean, I have no proof, I'm just telling you, we all know that that is a DJI drone, right? The X1, the Sky Rover X1 is, for all intents and purposes, it is the DJI Mini 4 Pro. You get the drift I'm going, where I'm going with that. So the wording of all foreign made or foreign companies, that effectively knocks all of them out. So now Pete Hegseth and Kristi Noem can go in and slowly allow other companies, let's say like Insta360 or other companies that kind of conform to what the United States government wants. Not a bad thing, right? I'm not gonna so much, complain about that. Okay. So those are basically the two biggest parts of all this. The third thing, and this is how I'm looking at it, is that, some of my friends are going to say, Oscar, this drones, what does this have to do with me? I could care less about drones. Well, it doesn't affect you directly, but indirectly. If you're going to allow the United States government, regardless of which way you voted, regardless of which news channel you watch, you know where I'm getting at. If you allow the United States government to make rules and policies and laws based on a probability that something will happen, guys, that's a dangerous road. So let's just say that we allow them to do this. You say, I ain't even going to cry about it because drones have nothing to do with me. But then what if tomorrow they decide, you know what, guys, we're going to ban TikTok after all. Okay, now it does affect a lot of y'all. You know what, they say, you know what, we are going to ban all products coming in from China. Okay, Walmart's going to have to shut down. Most of our industry is going to shut down. Or I mean, let's not lie to ourselves, guys. A majority of everything we have is from China. That's what our politicians have allowed. So, or let's say the other party takes over here in the next election or two and says, well, the Republicans did it, so now we're going to ban such and such. We're going to ban this or we're going to ban that. They did it. Y'all didn't say anything about it. We're going to do it. That's a slippery slope. I don't know. I just in my opinion, guys, I don't think that's a door we want to open. But they're doing it. I hope this goes to the courts. I hope the courts can kind of change that. But I get all the security issue thing with DJI and China and all that. I get all that. I just don't like it that they're going to tell you we're going to ban this because we think something may happen. Guys, if they start doing that, they'll ban sugar to try to curb diabetes. I can just go on and on. Just like they banned drugs, and we see how that worked out so well, right? Just like they put gun-free zone signs everywhere. We see how well that worked. So keep an eye out on this. I'm not saying you got to go revolt in the streets or anything like that. You don't have to do anything. Just put it in the memory bank, because more and more stuff, if you allow them to do one thing, that's one thing about our politicians, guys. If you give them an inch, they're going to take you a mile, and you got to watch out for that. So Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think I've left anything out, but go and get your drone, guys, if you want. I stayed with the Neo 2, the DJI Neo 2. It's a small drone. I've been doing reviews on it. I was supposed to send it back, but I think unless they hound me for it, I'm just going to hang on to it, because I don't know what's going to happen if I try to send it back. Is it going to get stuck? I'll never see it again. So maybe I'll just pay for it and just keep it. But I really like that drone. That's the only DJI drone that I have. I've been wanting that Sky Rover X1, but now with this is what I was waiting on. I was waiting to get the exact wording when the day came. We have it now. I would say kind of be careful with this. This is your hard-earned money, and I would hate for you to go and buy something that costs upwards of $1,500 and north of that, and yeah, it's all for nothing. I would love to have that anti-gravity A1, the 360 drone, but guys, that's like between $2,000 and $4,000. I'm not doing that. So yeah. All right, guys, we're at 10 minutes. That's where I wanted to cut it off. Those are just my thoughts. I don't know anybody in the United States government. I've been talking to nobody. I've just kind of been putting two together and my own interpretation of what the FCC came out with. So there it is. If I left something out, please feel free to put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. What kind of drones do you have? And how do you think it'll affect you? How do you think it's going to shake out? I think we're going to be okay. I think the War Department and Homeland Security are going to start allowing certain companies back into the mix, and we'll be fine. I just think if DJI, yeah, it's game over for them, man. It's just like they're going to be left out, just like my Dallas Cowboys got left out. Man, what a shame, man. Those goddamn refs, dude. They're always cheating on us. Anyways, so yeah. All right, guys, we will catch you on the next one. I'm sure I'll make another video here before Christmas, but if not, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and to you and your families, remember, time is short. Enjoy it. Hit record. Live life. We'll see you on the next.